MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 3 of the National League Division Series between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
And you got to figure here in a 5-game series, the odds are long for coming back when you're down 2-0. But hey, it's not impossible. It's been done before, but you can bet the other guys are hungry to end this thing right here and now to give themselves a couple of days off before the next series. This should be a good one.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2028 St. Louis Cardinals.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who'll get the ball here in Game 3. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Dero, what's your take on this lineup as they look to lock up the division series?
Matty, you focus on this lineup, the middle of the order jumps out at you because of the big power. But my focus today is on the table setters. The guys that set the tone. They have to be willing to work the count and find ways to get on base and create a little bit of havoc on the defense.
Blake Snell will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Blake Snell, big power arm. He has yet to put it all together, but I really like this guy. Good fastball with late life, as they say in the pitching business. Good overhand curveball. His changeup's getting better all the time. If he brings his A game, he could shut any team down.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Now to the plate, Albert Almora, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Harvey is there, and that's the first out of the inning.
At his second, first baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Coming to the plate now, Anthony Rizzo, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Bases are empty, one man out. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo. And a great day for baseball here. 81 degrees at first pitch. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. Jesse Padilla is on deck. 3-2 pitch. Hit down the third baseline. And that's through for a hit.
Batting third, left fielder, Jesse Padilla.
Stepping up to the plate, Jesse Padilla. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And the 2-1. High in the air down the right field line. Lazar is under it. And he hauls it down in the corner.
Batting fourth, third baseman, Victor Marrero.
So in now for Chicago, Victor Marrero. Rizzo is off at first with 2 away. Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1. Javier Baez would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Now at the plate, Javier Baez. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Hit weakly back to the mound. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple. Nothing for the Cubs to start. Cards coming up next. You're dialed into MLB Network. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at Javi Baez. I don't know, second base, shortstop, third, maybe a little outfield. Doesn't matter. This guy has platinum hands. Platinum, not gold. One of the best defenders in our sport and probably the quickest tag man in our game.
At the plate, Edgar Almanzar. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Here's a ball for Rizzo over at first. Reined in. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
One out, nobody on. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Now you could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the dirt.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out. And with 2 away now, we give you another glance at our up-to-the-minute playoff bracket. And here in this Game 3 of the division series, the big question is, will we see a sweep? Villafuerte leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Runners off for second. That's a strike to throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. An inning in the books. No score on MLB Network. Into the box, Reed Lambert. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Grounder down the line at third. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Standing in now, Carlos Flores. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that when going for extra bases off the bat. Into the box, Wilson Contreras tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball, 2-1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he had. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
Swing and a liner. Foul. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
The pitcher, Freddie Escobar, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Got it back in time there, and it's 2-1.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
The 2-1. Now a bunt attempt here. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
Center fielder, number 5, Albert Almora.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. The 1-1. Flies softly out toward left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And not in time as the run scores. And not in time as the run scores.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or 8th in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Anthony Rizzo, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The 3-1. Cue shot here out toward short. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Cubs lead this one 2-0. At the plate, Henry Saldana, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
The 1-2. Fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch. Fastball down near the shoe tops. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. Flores ranges to his right. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting 6th, left fielder, Richard Harvey.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Richard Harvey. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's a high pop-up. Marrero is under it near the mound. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting 7th, first baseman, William Hamby.
Digging in, William Hamby. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Almora. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're still down. It's 2-0. Aerial view there of St. Louis from high above the Mississippi River as we welcome you back to baseball on MLB Network. Stepping in, Jesse Padilla. He flew out in his last at-bat.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Changeup, called to strike, and he comes back even at 2-2. Now here it comes. Up around the face.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And it's gone. A solo shot here to left. His first homer so far in the series. And the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Stepping in now, Victor Marrero. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Javier Baez.
Here's Javier Baez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
There's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
The 1-2. He's offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
In now, Reed Lambert. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
Hit out towards second. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. So a great job on a 1-2 pitch to keep the inning alive.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line him, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Now a snap throw to first, and the runner will get back standing. And another snap throw to the bag. And a dive, but he's back in there. Standing in now, Carlos Flores. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And he'll snap one over to first. But the runner's back easily. Lambert, the runner at first with 2 gone. Again, he sends it out of play. The next 1-2 pitch. And that one got a piece of him.
Whoa, he looks a little frustrated out there, and I don't blame him. He gives up a couple of hits early inning, and then he plunks this guy. He's fighting himself a little bit, so they might want to head out to the mound and try to calm him down.
Into the box now, Wilson Contreras. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. And he'll just float a change in here now for a strike.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
And this is foul tipped, so that runs the count full now at 3-2. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. 2 down, runners at first and second. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another full count pitch home. Hit back up the middle. He's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. We play 2.5. It's 3-0 Chicago. Leading off the inning, Rafael Alvarado, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
So in now is the Cardinals pitcher, Blake Snell. Now a bunt attempt here. Under it is Rizzo. 1 away.
The batter, center fielder, Edgar.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Edgar Almanzar. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball. Cardinals have been held out of the hit column here. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside. The 3-1 is in there for a full count now. 3-2.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that run on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
A bouncer up the middle. And that's the first hit in this one for the Redbirds.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with 1 out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second, looks like a big inning could be brewing.
Into the box, Rene Villafuerte. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
As a manager, you never really want to put a man on by a hit by pitch, but you absolutely hate to have it happen when it loads the bases. Now the pitcher is looking a little shaky, and the threat of a big inning is very real.
Into the box now, Nomar Mazara. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Alvarado at third. Almanzar over at second. Villafuerte at first. 1 gone. Again a 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Lambert. Makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And they are on the board. It's a sac fly and an RBI to make this a 3-1 game now.
That's a spot right there as a pitcher where you'll trade an out for a run anytime. Bases loaded and only 1 run scores on the sacrifice fly.
Stepping in now, David Shin. Stays alive, still 0-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. And a big strikeout there. They'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. Cards forced to settle for 1. Game 3 moves forward to the 4th inning now. The Cubs are on top 3-1. And now the Cubs pitcher, Freddie Escobar. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. Hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Harvey going back at the track, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
In now, Albert Almora. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Alvarado barehanded. Only play to first, so the sacrifice works that time.
He tried the surprise attack there with a bunt with a runner on base. Hey, he gets thrown out, but it works just as good as a sacrifice.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Set to deliver on 2-1. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Two balls and 2 strikes to Rizzo. Popped him up. Villafuerte has a play, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 3, Jesse Padilla.
Ready for another shot now. Jesse Padilla, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And he will make it back in there. He's safe at third. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. Ready with the 3-1. This is line to left. Harvey is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Cubs 3 and the Cardinals 1. Now at the plate, Henry Saldana. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. The 2-1 home is laid off of for ball number 3.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows his team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
The 3-1. Finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2.
probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Now that ball's hit well deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a solo shot down the line in left. His first homer here in the series. And the Cardinals are back within a run. It's now a 3-2 game.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus and go after the next hitter.
Standing in now, Richard Harvey. Into the corner and slicing foul.
Good chance he's not seeing that pitch again. If he does, it's got to be bounced. But I'll tell you, from a pitcher's perspective, that's nothing but a long strike.
The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Here he comes again, 1-2. And that one stayed up a little high. Two runs on 2 hits and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Struck him out.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Digging in, William Hamby. Now the 1-1 pitch. Line drive to left. Padilla is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Into the box, Rafael Alvarado. A little bit outside. 2-1. Down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. 2 runs on 2 hits and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Cards claw back a bit on this solo home run. We played 4. It's the Cubs 3 and the Cardinals 2. Carlos Martinez, a right-hander standing 6 foot even, will take over the pitching duties here.
Carlos Martinez.
Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Victor Marrero, will match up with Carlos Martinez to lead off the inning. The 2-2. Hit on the ground out to short. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Here's a look over to first, and the runner back easily. And another throw over, and a dive, but he's back. Into the box now, Javier Baez. This one's chopped foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. The 1-2. And another foul ball. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
Throw over to first, and he'll dive back in. In now, Reed Lambert. And there he goes towards second. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Boy, is that a thing of beauty right there. Hit and run to perfection, Dero. Runners at first and third.
Yeah, it's exactly what you're trying to do. You don't see it in today's game too much. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of walks, homers, and strikeouts. But right there, manager sets it in motion, and the hitter just executes to perfection.
Stepping in now, Carlos Flores, high in the air out to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And this will go down as a sac fly and an RBI as it's now a 4-2 game. Striding in once again, Wilson Contreras. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Throw over to the bag. Runner's back. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Missed with a slider. Lambert is off at first with 2 away. Ball 3.
Well, to me, it just looks like he's really aiming the ball a little bit right now. And it's funny, when you do that, you usually don't have as good a control as you do when you just let it go free and easy.
But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, 1 Cardinal error, and 1 man left on base. Last half of the 5th coming up. Cubs lead it 4-2. Jack Witt will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 33, Jack Witt.
Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. Skied into straightaway right. Lambert is right there. 1 gone.
Up next for the Cardinals, center fielder, Edgar Almanzar.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Edgar Almanzar. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. The 2-1 home. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Giving chase is Almora. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the 2nd out.
Shortstop, Rene Villafuerte.
Digging in once again, Rene Villafuerte. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. And this one's taken for ball 4. So good work there as the Redbirds have got a 2-out base runner.
The right fielder, number 30, Nomar Mazara.
At the plate, Nomar Mazara earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Lifted the other way to left center. Padilla giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. One left for the Cardinals. Still down by a count of 4-2. Brian Ortiz takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 31, Brian Ortiz.
Freddie Escobar will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. Here it comes on 1-1. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Center fielder, number 5, Albert Almora.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. He laid down a sacrifice bunt in his last trip. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball 2. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Now the 2-1 pitch. A little tapper. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. Weakly hit towards first. Camby is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they still lead this one 4-2. And now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, David Shin. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Lambert has a read on it. 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Henry Saldana.
Digging in and looking for more, Henry Saldana.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
And a swing and a miss, as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
lifted into the air to shallow center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for the Cardinals, left fielder, Richard Harvey.
Ready now, Richard Harvey. He got called out on strikes his last time through. The 1-1 is a curveball in the dirt. 2 out, nobody on. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. They trail it here 4-2. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. On to the 7th now in Game 3, but before it gets underway, we take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Richard Uchida is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Richard Uchida.
Jesse Padilla will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
For the Cubs, third baseman, Victor Marrero.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Victor Marrero. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Almanzar waits on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Javier Baez.
Here's Javier Baez. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Seventh inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Smoke toward the hole. Throw gets him at first, and even the East German judge gives that one a score of 10 as the side is retired. 3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. So stepping in, William Hamby. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. The 1-1 home. Hit to short. Baez has it. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Rafael Alvarado.
Digging in the switch hitter, Rafael Alvarado. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Hit hard to the right side. Foul.
He might not want to throw that one again. I know his timing was a little bit off at the dish, but he kept his hands back. Just missed that one. Fouled that one off really hard.
Popped him up. Baez over to his right. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the pitcher, Richard Uchida.
Bobby Burton will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 21, Bobby Burden.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. On the ground to third. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. Still down by a count of 4-2. Alexei Sandoval has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Alexei Sandoval.
Leading off the inning, Reed Lambert, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. So 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. The 1-2 is taken high above the zone. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Standing in, Carlos Flores. Hard hit ball to second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Standing in now, Wilson Contreras. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. And this one's in the dirt. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Here's the payoff pitch, and he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
The pitcher, number 40.
Victor Saldana will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strikeout there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Grounded down the third baseline. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Almora with an even count, 2-2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Kevin Santos is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Kevin Santos.
Leading off the inning, Edgar Almanzar, and they'll need him to get something going here. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? And this will get to the wall over near the 336 marker. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Into the box now, Rene Villafuerte. He's been hit by a pitch and walked in the game thus far. Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
The right fielder, number 30, Nomar Mazara.
In now the power hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. 0 for 2 with a run batted in for him thus far. Almanzar leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fouled off.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Now batting. Second base.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, David Shin. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Ball 2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Cards leave 1. They trail it here 4-2. Damian Farrar enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Now batting, Anthony Rizzo. He was a ground out victim last time up. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Into the box, Jesse Padilla. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. One out, nobody on. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Almanzar racing back, and this one is gone. A home run. Solo shot to right center. His second home run of the game, and just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
Into the box now, Victor Marrero, and they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
The 2-1 home. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Bases are empty, one man out. Here's a high pop-up. Alvarado over to his left. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Stepping in, Javier Baez, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the Redbirds. It's now 5-2 Chicago.
Your attention, please. Now
So a save situation forthcoming here is on to close it out is the veteran southpaw Billy Wagner. In now, Henry Saldana. He'll lead it off with his guys needing a ninth inning rally here if they're going to force a game 4. The 1-1 pitch. Looks at a changeup that catches the corner. Swing and a liner. Foul. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out. The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. And he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance. Stepping into the box, Richard Harvey. One out, nobody on. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now. trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Baez ranging to his right. On to first, and that means the Cardinals are down to their final out now.
First baseman, number 19, William Hamby.
Stepping into the box, William Hamby. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Gone! A solo shot here to left. His second home run of the series, and it's a 5-3 game now.
That, my friends, is a cardinal sin for any closer. You can't give up the long ball. Good thing for him, he still has the lead. We'll see now if he can rebound and actually keep it.
Cardinals down to their final strike here. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. Ready with another two-strike offering. And a fly ball. And this should do it. And the Cubs are one step closer. They're going to the National League Championship Series.
Well, my advice to them is to enjoy this moment, celebrate with teammates, and then realize that none of it will matter if they don't get back to work in the NLCS. They've wet their beaks with this postseason success. Now they want some more.
And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit game, and more importantly, they were big hits. He was a key contributor to the outcome of this one.
For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our hard-working crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the National League Division Series.